Hello everyone, welcome back to our another exciting episode of Career Talks with Cabinet. I'm your host Suryash,
And I'm Ayushi.
and today we have someone incredibly special joined us. She is a woman who has crafted her journey all the way from India, Amity University to USA, Apple. She is Mrs. Ishita Gupta. So ma'am, can you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. As you said, I'm Eshita. I have done my bachelor's in computer science and technology from Amity University, and I moved to States a decade ago, a little over a decade, and I did my master's in business administration from there, and there is when my journey into product began.
Alright, wonderful ma'am. That was your journey.
Yes.
And ma'am, what was the motivation behind joining Apple? Did you ever think of joining an Apple company when you were in the college? So what was the idea behind it?
I don't think I had an idea behind it because I think, honestly, to start with, computer science just happened.
Yeah.
I wanted to do something else. My parents are doctors; they wanted me to become a doctor,
Oh,
but I didn't because I wanted to do actuarial science or maths honors. But as I said, life had plans. I ended up in Amity University, so it was definitely not linear, and I had my moments because I didn't even know what I was doing because I intended to do something else, and I never wanted to move to States. Not definitely for MBA. I wanted to go to flying school, but that didn't happen clearly. So I went to do my MBA, and no, I hadn't planned that I'd ever work at Apple. Even I never applied at Apple. Is my story. So no, I didn't know. So I think things happen, and I think that is the story. Yeah.
I think that is a brilliant student life you have just described. That is how it all goes. We never
Right.
know what is going to
Right.
happen.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's all God's plan. Whatever happens, happens for the best.
Yeah.
Yes. So moving on and building onto the fact that you work in Apple at a global stage, so you must work and lead teams which are cross globally, right? Across global. How do you do that? Do you have any learnings to that? You meet people from all across the globe. What did you learn from that?
I think more than all across the globe, I think it's about so many cross-functional teams that you work with, and I think there's one important thing. I think that's translation, because different teams, for example, engineering teams, they
Yes.
talk in a language that's about implementation.
Very.
If you talk to product teams, they'll talk about product prioritization, optimization. If you talk about business or leadership, they'll talk in the language of API. So I think one skill, like, so that you can bring together the cross-functional teams, is your ability to translate, is your ability to talk in the language that brings these teams together.
Yes.
That's cohesive enough. And then I think one absolute tip that works is over-communicate.
Overcome.
Okay.
Over-communicate.
Interesting.
Yes.
So it feels like you have bridged the gap between tech and business, right? As a product manager, you do that. My next question leads up to that as a woman, you are leading analytics and infrastructure in such a high-paced environment like tech. You yourself would have had many learnings and hardships, and many women that you meet, you must look up to someone as well, right? What is your take on that?
What is my take on that? I think I don't know. I'm not that surprised. I'm sorry, but no, that's not the story. But I really look up to my mom. She is definitely my
Wonderful.
inspiration.
Yeah.
She has always been. I don't think I've seen an incredibly ambitious woman like her. And maybe one day I'll come close to what she is, but I don't think that's possible. But so many women that I've worked with, like in this industry, or even like the women immigrants specifically, because they have so much resilience. Women who have kids and still don't stop. That spark. But yeah, I come across them every day, and I think it's motivation. I am part of Anita V org. I don't know if you're aware
Yeah,
of that.
yeah,
Women in
I
Tech.
am.
Yes.
Yes,
So
yes.
that's a women in Tech org, and I think it's so important because they come together, the women come together, and they share their career story and life journeys. And I think just part of being like in these forums is like so inspirational and motivational because you meet so many incredible women who have like changed their careers even after 2 years, or who have like
Yeah.
had startups, failed startups, but then still risen over those challenges. So I think, yeah.
Very heart touching answer, ma'am, honestly. Also, ma'am, as students, we know that we need to acquire some skills to stay relevant in this industry, especially when it comes to tech in the era of AI. So, ma'am, after 5 years from now, what skills in specific to AI or tech you say that still be relevant, which we can learn now in order to exist in the market after 5 years from now?
I think this is a very very broad space. I think that which skills you need to learn in order to like stay relevant because it's rapidly changing. Even like tomorrow, if you Google, like there'll
Very
be like a new thing
A new
coming.
technology.
I think the key is that I think it's again about consistency and discipline. I think don't learn because you think that it's going to give you fruits like in 5 years. I think learn to keep yourself dated with what's going on.
Right.
And I think everything builds. I think it's
Yeah.
everything matters. I think it is building block to something bigger. I think I met with someone here who knew 7 or 8 languages, right? And she mentioned that she's also diploma in Bharatanatyam. I think even these skills matter. I think they're all building blocks towards your personality. And I think 5 years down the line, if you're interviewing with any of the company, I think the first thing that matters is your personality and like how you handle those
Very
questions.
Yeah.
Because they know that technology will change. Maybe you know a technology today. They're not hiring you for the technology. They're hiring you for how you are going to handle this ever evolving space. Maybe you know something today that they're hiring for, but they know already when they're hiring you that this is going to evolve. Maybe there is a new technology that will come in. So they're hiring you for your resilience, for your personality, and for how you handle challenges in such an enterprise scale setting.
Very true, ma'am. Agree totally. Because that is what my parents also say always, that stay dynamic, get ready for the change which is going to come, and resilience, as you said, it's very important in today's changing world.
And like look into holistic development rather than just one field. Yeah. And moving on, you are one of the keynote speakers of our Global AI Summit, and you just had your session. What did you find in the students here that you would like to highlight?
I think first and like I think even before the speaking session, I think it was warm and welcoming, and I think that I was not expecting. Because I've been to conferences and I've not seen that warm and welcome. Then I was like, I'll go and I'll deliver a keynote speech and I'll come back. But I think there was more to it. It was multi-layered. So it had a personal touch, which I think I really appreciate, and I think there was curiosity because even though it's such in 20 or 25 minutes you can only cover so much and you cannot go into the technical depth, but I think still students who were listening, they had curiosity to ask questions, connect for later, and I think that in itself like speaks a lot because and that's very important because I don't think that I've done that while I was at Amity. So see, this is you guys are already like 5 or 10 or maybe 100 steps ahead. So I think it was great.
That is a very big compliment to
Yes,
us, ma'am.
thank you. On
Thank you
behalf
so
of
much.
all the students, thank you so much.
Yeah.
And we actually have a rapid fire round for you, and I'm just going to ask some questions. You just have to answer either one of them, right? Let's start. So, iPhone or Mac? Your true love.
True.
Okay. Second, meetings, love them or do you secretly hate them? It's not going outside.
I love them.
It is definitely going outside.
I love them. I love talking.
If you were an emoji, which one would you be? The coolest one.
You definitely are.
What's harder, launching a product or choosing what to wear? That I truly get you.
That is coming from
so
a product
relatable.
manager audience.
Which is really relatable. And that's it. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am,
Yes, for
for
sharing your journey.
giving this opportunity, for having this session with us for this podcast. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you so
Really,
much.
you're-
Yeah.
You took your time to guide us through this journey, and I really appreciate that.
Thank you so much for
Yes.
having me.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.